Alright, memorandum of understanding with the Department of Homeland Security with the Department of Transportation rules and responsible with the party. Memorandum of understanding with the Department of Homeland Security with the Department of Transportation. Department of Homeland Security ends with the memorandum of understanding with the titles pursuant to Title 6 U.S. Stand Code 112B 114 and Homeland Security with the President Directive of the HSP the D7 that enables and to the memorandum of understanding with the Title 49 U.S. Stand Code 301 Homeland Security Presidential Directive of the HSP the D7. Purpose of the memorandum of understanding with the facility with the development and deployment with the transportation security with the management with the consider with the efficiency with the movement with the good of the people at the same time with the engine with the greater safety security with the party with the reckoning with the important side with the dedicated with the point of contact facility. Communication between the two departments clear mandate with the laying out of the how with the constellation will occur with the on issue with the potential impact both of the department and statute with the responsible with the primary chief with the developer with the which one of the two departments continue to improve the cooperation coordination promoting safe secure efficient movement of people and goods through over the transportation system and the specific delineation of the roles responsible for the reach of the commitment of the concern with the particular material with the address of the annex of the memorandum of understanding. Background with events of September 11, 2000, with the Government Chamber of the National with the Homeland Security with the posture of the record with the important transportation security on the November 19, 2000, President signed with the Law Aviation Transportation Security Act for the Public Law 107 of the 71, 115, Statute 597 of the 201, among other things, established Transportation Security Administration and original of the out and now in the Department of Homeland Security as the ATSA. Aviation Transportation Security Act congressional recognize important security for all of the forms of transportation-related infrastructure of the Transportation Security Administration conferred upon the Transportation Security Administration responsible to secure all of the modes of transportation. Thereafter, the November 25th, 2002, the Congress enacted the Homeland Security Act for the Public Law 107 of the 296 116 with the Statute 2135 with the consolidated 22 federal agencies responsible for the Homeland Security that included TSA, U.S. Coast Guard, into the Department of Homeland Security. That working with the Department of Homeland Security, primarily responsible for the transportation, give the job, play with the supporting role, provide for the technical assistance with the Department of Homeland Security, possible the implementation security policy to allow the Department of Transportation Security the authority available to reach over the additional with the Department of Homeland Security that retains the statutory over the responsibility responsible as such man with a passion for freight transportation security, safety, including rail security. With the transportation has been true with included security that will have some of the effective security matters in light of these authorities of the Department of Homeland Security that will together achieve the required level of multi-intermodal transportation security with the parties to establish a stronger partnership in order to reduce vulnerability to transportation passenger and employee systems to terrorism and other disruptions. Communication parties place with a high value, regular time, full function communication between themselves and commit themselves to the ensure the strong communication links through their action. These communication links between the two parties are highest level security deputy secretary, the chief of staff that will take place and the judge necessary with either party. Department of Homeland Security with a designated single point with a contact dot with each of the individual project issue with the otherwise over the name of the Department of Homeland Security with the director of the operational investigation staff with the overall point with the contact operational manager with the executive secretary point of contact other matters on the left, the otherwise designated with the Department of Defense, Department of Transportation Director, Office of Intelligence Security will serve with the coordinating with the Department of Transportation. Principle of general area with the cooperation principle of the parties agree with the final principle of the Department of Homeland Security, principle of responsibility security all of the modes of transportation. Department of Homeland Security establish the national transportation security performance goals. Isn't practical to develop the public security measure with the respect of the modes to achieve the integrated with the national with the transportation security system and the Department of Homeland Security consolidate down with effective stakeholders that identify with the prioritized coordinate protection critical infrastructure that achieve the established national performance goal of the transportation security with the feet with the reach of the federal implementation that will assist the Department of Homeland Security developing these protect with the measure with the effective in the transportation system with the existing legal authority. Breaking down the Department of Homeland Security the responsible for the transportation security the Department of Homeland Security that will look into develop the relation with the domestic and international state with the government and non-governmental and ensure the concern with the safety of the stakeholders concerned with the establishment of the national transportation security policy strive with the plans with that will cooperate with it and sue with the Department of Homeland Security with the draft of the stakeholders concerned with the regarding the transportation security with that will uniquely own operatively internal and protective security of the responsibly owned facility with a personal operation information system included with the air traffic control system, two locks for the St. Lawrence Seaway with the but identify with the prioritized specific remediate protect with the such internal critical infrastructure with the key source coordinate with the collaborative with the Department of Homeland Security subject with the manner that is appropriate. Department of Homeland Security will set appropriate with the transportation security standard with the taking into consideration such comments to provide with the DOT with the facility according with the intermental security issue to ensure that the executive with the stand with the DOT will collaborate with the Department of Homeland Security to implement such security standards consistent with the DOT legal authority to the extent of the DOT can provide with the system that adversely impact the ability to perform core mission with the DOT anticipate that the assisting with the Department of Homeland Security requires substantial expanding with the reach over the DOT will discuss Department of Homeland Security possible need with the annex memorandum agreement set forth the terms and conditions consistent with a particular area. With the Department of Homeland Security that over to leave with the Transportation Security Regulation Party of the regulatory responsibility area of the Transportation Security of the parties will cooperatively develop the integrated system regulation providing safety efficient with the securing of the Transportation Security System issue with the regulation of the respect for the legal authorities each part of the air leave with a frequently coordinated other party with the development of these regulation parties will strive to achieve exchange timely commence for the coordinated of the issue with the concern of the top of the regulation fully extent possible addition with the Department of Homeland Security to adopt manage for the requirement of the including Department of Homeland Security with the directive of the guidance effective in transportation security after coordinating with the other party of these travel the budget the development justification actually with the process party with the communicate with each other the concern with the funding with the transportation security project the order same with the coordinated person with the transportation security funding methods of the duplicate of the request of the security funding with the parties cooperate to extend with the permissible law of the sharing with the intelligence security with the law enforcement threat information affecting transportation to that end of the Department of Homeland Security promote provide threat information intelligence product related with the Department of Defense Department of Transportation over the intelligence of the security of the DOT will promptly provide with the Department of Homeland Security with the Homeland Security Operations Center over the pre-existing memorandum over the agreement of the memorandum of understanding between the Department of Homeland Security the elements of the DOT such as the TSA Federal Aviation Ministry memorandum agreement dated February 28, 2003 with the not suspended with the memorandum of understanding with the main effect with the redesign modified with the incorporated annex memorandum of standing that Department of Homeland Security with a review of the pre-existing agreement that determined whether they amended with the continue the revoke with the cooperation need of the revised Department of Homeland Security with the DOT will continue the review of the respective legal authority court competent with the capability to identify specific area of the conflict common interest of the party of the benefits with the designation role of the responsibility according with the principles set forth in the memorandum of understanding. For the task area of the responsibility appropriate cooperation with the document with the annex memorandum of understanding with the annex with the individually approved with the sign with the appropriate representative of the Department of Homeland Security and obligation unless otherwise for the annex with the memorandum of understanding but not impose the specific program use of the budget obligation with either party. Other provisions of severability with the notice of the memorandum of annex with include with the conflict with the current statute regulation or with the Department of Homeland Security and the other federal agency and the provision of the memorandum of understanding with the annex thereto with the inconsistent such authority the provision invalid to extent such with the inconsistency remaining with the provision all of the provisions of the terms and contained with the memorandum and understood with the annex there will remain in full force effect. Rights and benefits for the notice of the agreement that diminish for the otherwise authority to agents that carry out the statutory regulatory other function intent with the creator with the right benefits substantial for the perceived with the enforceable law with any party with the United States with the agency with the officer with the state agency officer of the carrying of the program authorized by federal law with any other person amendment with the modification memorandum understood with the amendment revised time of the written agreement the secretary with the Department of Security with the Homeland Security with the Secretary of the Department and Secretary of the Transportation similar annex to the memorandum understood with the revised any time of the written agreement that appropriately represented the Department of Homeland Security with the Department of Transportation period with the agreement the termination memorandum agreement effective with the day with the final signature of the party with the remaining effect until terminated by either of the party unless otherwise specially provided with the annex thereto with either party may with the terminated memorandum with some of the annex hereupon within 90 days written notice. Approved by the Department of Homeland Security, J.M. Lloyd, Administrator of the Kirk K. Van Tyne, Department of Transportation. Annex to memorandum standing between the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Transportation rules and responsibility concerning road security.